Okay, howdy last souls. Forgot to turn the thing on. But yeah, it's time for Girls Frontline 2. So, I played that horse game all day. I felt like I did nothing. Other than game first, but that does not count. That's not very productive. Or I want to say it's not very productive, but that's kind of a opinion. Progressing in the game, it can be productive. But yeah, the void of space. Anyway, let me start up in the game. I haven't done my dailies for the other games.
Girls Frontline 2 Extreme.
So. So many games, so little time. What kind of issue do you have, VTuber? Everything should be fine. I like that I added these little images. I think that's the best thing. Of I don't remember what was here originally. I think it was a static image. It's always been the same, that doesn't change. As you can see, I haven't been on today. So, I know. Yeah, I'll do that later. Twice. Good evening to you, South Pacific. How are you? I think my model is aiming too high for some reason. Okay, that's better. I don't know why it was whatever it was earlier. So yeah. Some of these screenshots I don't recall, to be honest. I saw one with Mose and it's like, I don't remember this image, I would remember it if I saw it. That water is good. Probably should upgrade this team, but I'm doing good. I don't think I ever had a really productive day today. I basically just played the horse game all day. So it's not very productive, I would say. Like, yeah, that's my current fixation. So... it looks like the global release is sped up to catch up with JP, I guess. So compared to like Fate Grand Order. Oh, so Yeah. Well, I had a half day Wednesday, and then didn't work Thursday, Friday. So I had a really long late weekend. So I got one day I spent the whole day what was it? Writing the chapter from the lore stuff. And then I can't remember what I did the other day. So yeah. I'm probably gonna end up playing it tomorrow, to be honest. So yeah. Oh, and was in my anime list on the forum, somebody I was asking it was the horse game ethical, because clearly a lot of people that are playing the game, what was it? He said that they were highly likely to look into horse racing, and then they'll clearly start betting on horses. And I'm just standing saying no. No. So I find that funny. So it's like I don't think a lot of people will go after betting on horses. Like there's horse betting online and stuff. I don't think that would convert as much as they think it does. So yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it sort of is-ish, but it's not a very good one. They believe that some of the guns will make people want to buy guns and stuff, so I'm not like 100% sure on that stuff, so I don't really believe it. This is her outfit, looks nice. There's also Springfield's stuff. I'm surprised they both came out at once. So yeah. Things I haven't clicked. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, I just find that really weird. Oh, that's a twin meta. I accidentally rolled on these. I thought they were these, or this one. But it's not. So. Oh yeah, well, gacha games are like something people complain about, so. This has a part 1 and part 2. I probably should have been doing this. Milk coffee. Okay, what kind of game is this? Use the cat to attract customers. Thought the shop was bigger. What the hell is... Oh. Ice. Water. Guess it's an iced coffee. I knew it, he clearly needed something different. Oh yeah. I really like her design. Okay. What kind of story is this? Well, I'm not really used to it diverting like that, so... Couldn't buy footsteps, heartbeats, and the sound of hushed conversation slowly growing ever closer. Or did she even slip off too? This is all because you guys pulled out your guns all of a sudden. And she went that way, I saw it. Commanded just her breathing in hopes that it would help avoid the detection a while longer. Though with this many people searching for her, it won't be long before she is found out. Commander counts the seconds in her head. 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30. Hey, she's over there, isn't she? I can see the ends of her clothing sticking out from behind the brushes. Oh, in this direction? See? Let me help you guys. Let's spread up and flank her. The commander holds her breath, tightening the grip on her gun from behind the thick brushes. Let's get closer and closer. It looks like her luck has ran. Oh, hold on. I heard something over there. And maybe she's hiding over there after all. Let's go have a look. Thanks to Grizel's distraction, the encroaching footsteps has stopped. The commander has used a sigh of relief and then used the opportunity to take aim at the two figures move away from her. Bang. Ammo check. Range check. Angle check. The commander swings out from the bushes and fires a shot at the nearest enemy. Bang! Oh, so that's where you are. Peri swiftly dodges the shot and the rounds hit the parcel behind her, exploding into a puff of colored dye. Commander shifts her gun to fire at Sabrina nearby. As Sabrina lifts her shield to block the bullet, the commander takes the opportunity to escape from her their encirclement and makes a dash towards the circular border located not far away. Sabrina, don't let the commander break out our encirclement. Coming. Since the commander's position was over here, as we guessed, that sound must be... Let's think about that later. If we keep talking, commander will slip away. Makiatto. I don't need you to remind me. 1575, the practice match has started. You see, the practice match has started. Defense mode activate. 1575 responds to Marco's command using a large number of 1575 logs to start conversion near the pool. As Makiatto invades the Mopsy's chasing her, she starts running into the commander's direction, hot on her heels. Then we should also... Oh my. She's probably passed out. Howdy Tran. Andoris turns to look at Mechty. She discovers she's a few steps away, bluffing up a cushion on the pool lounger before proceeding to lay down on it. Oh. This is a good spot. Andoris, I'll leave the fight to you, okay? I'll take a nap. And she closes her eyes slowly, her voice in a state of sincerity. Her soft snoring can be heard. Ah, yeah, Springfield's out. So, as expected. I haven't rolled for her yet. Probably do that in probably a half an hour. Hey, well, are you going to sleep now? I can't help. You cannot be helped since this is a practice match. As much as swarms towards the car, Andoris moves Mechty back a little before raising her gun and joining the Mopsies. On the other hand, Peri and Sabrina are working together, slowly gaining ground on the commander. Task. The commander hastily dodges their shots and then springs towards the end of the corridor in an attempt to regroup with Groza on the other side. However, Sharkry and Mechty teams up. We leave Miss Groza to us. Everyone. Just don't let let the commander get away. I will shop eventually, clearly. Oh, they have that, was it MP... Is that MP4? I don't remember. MP5 is the name of the gun. Is that MP? It's something. So. For those who felt the battle with Sharkry and Makiatto, and the situation intensifies all of a sudden. The commander doesn't have the luxury of time to deal with it, because Peri and the others are fast approaching. Yeah, she's here. Turn her in the 10th clock direction to let the commander escape. Hey, leave it to me. Hey, there's there's nowhere else to run, commander. Why don't you surrender? Just about that easy. Did she show up that early? Because wasn't she released recently? Forced into a And at last the commander grasps for a breath as she points her gun at Peri. In her purposeful adventure, she sees Groza break through Sharkry and Marcel's encirclement and rushes towards her. Peri has already raised her gun. This is the end of the battle, Commander. Bang! Bullets fired out with a bang. Commander. Oh my god, the beach episode. Yeah, I got the commander, we're winning for sure. This is great, I'll carry on after I eat my fill. She has very big assets. Come over and cover me, acknowledge. Was there a reason I picked this theme? I can't remember. Oh no, I'm at a clear place, I guess. The part I don't get is this. I like divergent storylines to the main one. There's also like a different ending that's look like. I'm confused. So. Now the battle's over, the adults do their weapons before walking up to the commander. Despite their efforts to evade and having Groza come to her aid, the commander has been abundantly riddled with bullets after the coordinated assault launched by the other dolls. You were shot in the chest, left arm, a total of 3 areas. Are you alright, Commander? Yeah. Alternative routes, but I'm not used to that. Springfield commissioned me to custom order these bullets through special channels, you know. Even if they hit a human, the result will be a flashy, but they shouldn't hurt at all. Are you still not going to enter the tournament tomorrow with that in mind, Commander? I can't. GR and V5. No, I should call you Peri now. These dive blows may not be dangerous, but it's still a bit too much for me to really hook up against dolls in combat. You were first to line a shot at me, weren't you? That was right in the middle of my chest too, a textbook shot. Your counterattacks were impressive too, Commander. Especially ambushing from the bushes. That really scared me. I still end up getting flanked by you and Sabrina, didn't I? How could I call this so-called practice match turn into a surround and destroy operation against me? I think there's something in my eye. Either that or my glasses smudge. I can't tell which is the which. I'm gonna clean out my glasses. I'm probably best bit. Like, it's only one eye and it feels fuzzy. Next thing, what is this air it speaks of? How do you know, man? How you? And now it completely dies. For a second. Tell me for a second. Yeah, new lolly. Well, that's character's even more ground up from the original lolly state, so it's a lot. I think they've grown up a lot of the lolly characters. I can't be sure though. Initially, you were besieged from all sides, yet you managed to eliminate me, Commander. And that's true. Looks like Hyde 404 still needs to keep improving on the mission. Kukla. Signed to you guys. Mission does Hyde 404 also have to complete missions during the tournament? Not exactly that. It's just like Kukla and Bluka are working on a commission at the moment, so they're unable to attend. Mechty and I have been sent to win this tournament, and 404's name as commander. Doesn't forget who the most important dolls out of the others are. A tree. A lot of people don't like Sabrina's name. I just find it weird that they picked that of all names. I don't even know what kind of original type of gun she had, what country it comes from, so. Speaking of Mechty, where did she go? I didn't see her in the practice match just now. And she has been asleep out on the lounger all this time. Makes Sharkry super upset to see Mechty sleepy during such an intense battle. Yeah, I moved her in a little, so any stray rounds won't hit her. Sabrina's a prime name. People don't like it. They wish they was like more fancy or something, I guess. Then they don't really have a naming convention for them. The camera looks in the direction that Andoris points towards. A set of legs can be seen sticking out underneath the lounger by the bowl. And she has been sleeping soundly up until now without even changing her position despite all the gunfire around her during the match. She's such a laid-back doll. But if Mechty is sleeping, then the one who shot me in the back must be. The commander turns her gaze against Mechty, who hasn't said a word the whole time. What? Are you looking at me? You were actually being attacked from the wings. Why would I waste a bullet on you? Besides, you are not a participant in tomorrow's tournament anyway. Makiatto's tone is composed enough, but her ears begin to turn red, and she also efforts her gaze. Fair enough. So the last shot probably hit me during the chaos, Peri. It was you who shot me, wasn't it? The one who became much more ruthless during the few years you spent apart, I see. I did hope for a chance to show you how much I've grown, but that wasn't me. You never give me any openings to shoot you, Commander. I would not have held back if I did find a chance to shoot, of course. Peri smiles with her head held high. Her petite frame seems to resonate energy. Then who it could have been? Never mind, it's not really important. It's true that you've grown a lot, Peri. You did well in applying a pincer tactics. It's all thanks to everyone being willing to listen to my proposed plan. Alright, why hasn't Springfield arrived yet, by the way? It's all thanks to her that Sabrina and I were able to come here. You think she's the physical type? Howdy dig goat. If it wasn't for Springfield's covertly contacting us about the relaxation of their agreement, who knows how much longer we would have to wait before we could see the commander again. Yeah, this tournament was organized by Springfield and the Zchurro Cafe? I mean the Zchurro Squad. Right? That's right. We got our hands on the commission thanks to the Zero connections. The commander looks at Michio and nods with a smile. Good work, and sorry for the trouble, everyone, even though that you're all barely arrived aboard the Elmo from the Zchurro They're already helping out with these random tasks. It's all because a certain someone kept people worried about staying coked up in the ops room all day. I mean, that Springfield will get worried about you, okay? Hey, no need to be modified to Makiatto. You seem to be quite dedicated to make the preparations for this commission. Springfield, where did you pop out from? Springfield has appeared behind the others out of the blue while holding a metal tray in her hands. The tray bears a glass of some kind, beautifully colored and carbonated drinks, garnished with fresh fruit, including a cool and inviting fragrance. Would you like a glass, Commander? This is a special mix I prepared for this event. The members of the Vestige Soul, along with Sabrina, all helped to provide inspiration for this mix. Springfield walks up to the commander with the tray in hand. As the others watch the commander expressively, she raises the glass and takes a sip. That sounded like a chug. Oh, that was quite refreshing. Like the comparison between Sabrina and the Zuchiro is a message to the sex. I'm glad that you like it. Springfield gathers the others as well. The commander speaks to Sabrina. She then nods to the commander. Everyone here now, Commander. Everyone's here now, Commander. If you have no objections, I'll go ahead and brief everyone on details and rules for the event. Maybe she's asleep though. Unless they dragged her up there. So let's begin. Let's start by welcoming you to Platinum Resort, everyone. This is our commission. This is where our commission will be located this time. Our client for this event is Vestige Technologies, a civilian device manufacturing company from the Green Zone. They are the ones who organized the venue and covered all our expenses for this event. Must have taken a large sum to book this resort, this grand private event. The commander looks around in surprisingly decent environment of this resort. A stylish, clean, and modest-looking design for buildings, and the corridors are shaded by lush trees. A spacious grand pool is full with shimmering waves, and the clear water that within reflects the parasols and the azure sky on its surface. Indeed, Section Technologies has stated that the commission of this is of most importance to them, so they are willing to spend big for the cooperation with us. This place happens to be situated along the Elmos route to Livy and close to the interconnectional railway station. Probably said that wrong. Yeah, it is relatively isolated at the same time. This resort is easy for guests to reach, but it also helps them conceal their movements. This is quite convenient for us. It must have been difficult to plan and take all that into account. It's only did what I did should. Commander Zuchiro's squad is now under the Alamo after all. In addition, this vacation isn't really been given to us free of charge. I'll need everyone to work with me so that we can assist Vestige Technologies in testing out their product. Are you referring to that, the 1575? Commander's gaze falls on the 1575 staying behind Springfield. The 1575 is a RA-sized service type machine, and the reason why everyone has gathered here. The 1575 and other service type machines in the practice match our new products from our sponsor, which will be released into the market soon. Can you introduce yourself to everyone? 1575. Of course, Miss Springfield. I am a civilian all-purpose service type machine independently developed and produced by Cyclops Technologies Limited, the newest product in the multi-series, the Pro 1.5. Building on the old 1.0 series, the internal programming of the new series is equipped with a variety of new operation modes, allowing it to satisfy an even wider variety of needs compared to the before. I am Task Series 1575, one of the staff members working at this event, the Dollar Tournament. I shall assist Miss Springfield in the completion of this tournament. As you already know, our sponsor recently started installing defense and anti-theft measures in these machines in response to customers' demand. Due to the need for meaningful test data to be used, subsequent tuning of these features, Second Technologies has issued a commission for the tests. After the discussions with our sponsor, we have decided to carry out tests in the form of a doll tournament. Commander Sharkry has a request for Christian. What's the matter? What if we just if we are here just to test the possibility mode, why don't we just have the person? Why don't we have to participate in the tournament as well? Why can't we just attack them and be done with it? I'll explain this one. Although there's a recent increase in our numbers above them, our future conflicts will also be more dangerous than before. I'm hoping that our tournament will help everyone gain a better understanding of each other's proficiencies in combat, hence improving coordination. This is a commission, but it's also part of our training. Indeed, I would like everyone to engage in combat with 1575 as much as possible with a lot of time during the tournament. All data within the tournament will be recorded for the sake of monitoring the product operations. So that is how it is. Sharkry gets it now. Could you explain the rules to us now, manager? Of course, allow me to continue then. There will be 8 of us participating in this tournament. Groza, Andoris, Mechty, Makiatto, Sharkry, Peri, Sabrina, and Lynn. Aside from us, 100 Mechty is here, with the exception of 1575 will take part in the tournament as enemy units. Each participant and each match will carry a sticker cycle, as well as a markings round per share for this tournament. Each dollar measure will be limited once hit by these rounds, and their sticker will belong to the one who took them down. The tournament will begin tomorrow at 9 a.m., lasting for the duration of the 3 hours. Once the clock strikes 12, the person who owns the most stickers will be declared champion of the tournament and receive a cash prize. So, is that special prize you mentioned before we arrived at Springfield? Everyone's down bad for Springfield. It's not the luck. I think that she's one of my top favorites for a long time, so. That's right, we took out a portion of her commission fees as a special cash prize to reward to the doll who takes the champion spot. The value of the cash prize is this. Springfield makes a hand gesture. Hey, that's a pretty big sum. I did hear Springfield mention that the commission fee was huge this time. I did not expect the prize to be this big as well. Indeed, the recommendation for this commission is substantial enough to cover the Elmo's expense for the next 3 months. I asked them to take it on since the timing just happens to line up at Elmo's Mountains downtown while the resort is also en route to our destination. Don't underestimate the intensity of the tournament just because it's a nice environment and there's a prize to be won. Okay, you also have to either eliminate all the other participants or have a huge number of stickers. Correct, this tournament won't be an easy one as Commander mentioned. Yet, this difficulty is for us to what gives meaning to the tournament. Don't you agree? The Commander and I will be looking forward to the spectacular performance from all of you. So, but yeah, she is a favorite. Also, Sabrina is like a very liked character. Sabrina smiles as she brings out a map of the tournament's grounds. on her tournament and shows it to everyone. I'm sending a map of the tournament's grounds to everyone now. This rain ground will be limited to the interiors of this resort. This includes a total of 7 locations: the guest room area of the resort, the surveillance room, the storage room, and the kitchen, and the restaurant, and the lobby and the central pool area. The restaurant will be set as a safe area where combat is promoted. You may do as you wish in the resort's other facilities. Persons are limited once set. You must proceed to the safe room right away. You are not allowed to remain in the active parts of the tournament grounds. Commander, I will serve as referees, observing the grounds of the tournament from within the safe zone to ensure fairness in the tournament. 1575 will provide us with any soul needed. Springfield shows her tournament once she sees that all the participants have received the map and are looking at it. The other use of other weapons is prohibited in this turn. You're not allowed to damage the facilities. If you run into any trouble during the turn, you may contact me or the commander. Last but not least, feel free to form teams as you wish, but be mindful to observe the rules throughout the tournament. With that, I pray for your success. Springfield ends her expectation with a smile with the scene filled with the chairs of the doll. Oh yeah, everybody really likes her, so. Like I said, the biggest complaint about her was her name. So, this sounds pretty challenging. Starkey can't wait. Do you want to team up with me, Sabrina? Our first practice match just now has already shown our odds of winning are high if the 2 of us team up. And it's true enough, I'll be able to buy a new toolkit if we win the prize. These limited collector's editions doesn't seem to be really readily available though. You don't have to worry about that. I have connections with the underground brokers, so I can guarantee you that toolkit so long as we win. She has a little shady background info. Really? Yeah. However, if we really do win, I would like to ask you a favor. I'd like you to make a unique event with that toolkit, something that even I can't even do my kisses. I want to give it to. Wait, no, that's confidential for now. Confidential, my friend. You're obviously giving the gift to somebody we all know about. I'll prepare a gift if I win too. Alright, so then, let's team up and win the cash prize. Oh yeah, she has a chariot. People also like her D&D skin, if you ever seen that. It's a really nice looking one. Her shotgun has an axe on it and everything. It would really be nice to win that cash, but I believe the leader sounds over hoping that we'd focus on growth and improving ourselves through this tournament. I'm small compared to the other characters in game. Why are you implying? They'll be like taller than me. Isn't that right, Michi? Yeah, she's asleep. I don't think I should be taller than her and then the other petite figure character. You should start to find some way to work with that as well. Commander. Oh, Groza's gonna be by herself. Don't worry, Commander. I'll do my best to win the gift, but once I do, I'll finally be able to finish that recipe for the energy boosting tea. No, that's not it. Why does it feel like somebody's missing from this scene? Oh, it's the other character. Where's Lynn? I'm pretty sure I said just now, wasn't she near the pillow? How did she suddenly go missing? I'll contact her. Her phone rings Lynn's phone, but it doesn't seem to be picked up. She does not pick up the call. If it's Lynn, she probably snuck off somewhere to help right through the explanation of the role, probably. She's unsocial and doesn't pick up calls. Feels like she hasn't changed at all. Okay. Maybe she went searching for sweets. I'm without sugars like me without food. We both lose our energy. In that case, I'll make sure Sabrina is all lively and energetic tomorrow. Maybe I should prepare more food for tonight. Okay. Are you going to make a feast for us? Let me help. Somebody's excited. So this friend, you focus on fixing up for tomorrow's tournament. I'll take care of Wetland. I'll send her a map and rules through my tournament to ensure that she has what she needs for tomorrow. It's getting late as the rooms are the rooms ready for everyone? Theorist 1575. Everything is ready. Wonderful. 1575, please show everyone to their rooms. The second half of the night, when the moon was already beginning to set, a shadowy figure appears near the pool in silence. It was Lynn who disappeared during the day. She carried a few pink, disc-shaped objects in one hand, and her terminal in the other. Her terminal lights up with something titled Instructional Manual signed by Cheetah. A brilliant invention from the genius Cheetah. The sticky, portable, remote-controlled universal lock one, also known as Cheetah's Universal Lock. Pack for travel, use it at home or at a tournament. Lock anything, anywhere to your heart's content at a drop of hat and deny your enemy escape route. What the heck is this? Where are the instructions? She has candy there, I just noticed that. I would think so. A lot of the dolls are very affectionate to the commander, so I can't think of any of the dolls that were from the original crew that aren't, I guess. Or has some sort of feeling for the commander. I think Springfield is similar to her in ways. She showed up in a previous event, so I'm not sure if you played it or seen it, so. Here, press the blue button to activate Cheetah's universal lock, and then press the red button and paste Cheetah's universal lock anywhere you wish. And press the yellow button to lock. But yeah, like her. Yeah, probably in a similar way, I guess. She's not like, I don't know. It's not as bad as HK. HK was like yandere almost, so. Yeah, the coffee event was long. This one is a two-parter too, it looks like, so I have to, Why does my internet keep cutting out? I have nothing running. Like, I have nothing running. Do you want me to turn on Discord? Let me turn on Discord. Oh no, I turned off the game. I turned off the wrong thing. I'm dumb.
Girls Frontline 2.
I'm just wondering, why is there an issue? Either that or, YouTube is just saying I have an issue when I don't. So, I have to get back to where I was. That's all my fault.
1.0 モデルからさらに新機能を追加し、今回は私皆さんも相談の
Voice in the intro.
競技大会店長質問どうしました？
What do you mean, like voice in the intro?
モッピーの性能テストならどうして試合なんかしな。それは私が説明す。そういうことです。データ採取の。はーい。
Yeah, I don't really have good memory thinking about it.
はい。金額は。
So, yeah, I don't have really good memory.
そんなに報酬が高い。
For better, for worse. So, I think it's me using technology too much. Girl Frontline 2. I don't know, I don't think I have like a correlation between the two. I keep certain characters' voice and what I'm saying it. I probably should, shouldn't I? Where's the yellow button? Then looks over the disc-shaped object 3 times using the mystical amount of light from her terminal screen, but does not find the supposedly existing yellow button. She tries to use the lock according to the readable parts of the instruction manual. Red, blue, red. Nothing happens. Red, blue, blue. Nothing happens. To be fair, I don't think I thought it was the same character that says every single time. Maybe it changed, but I don't remember which one rings the most. So. Because they say they're all in the same tone, right? Yeah, I don't think I thought too hard about it. I think his expression darkens in rage. Red, blue, blue, red, blue, red, 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 red. She pushes the buttons on the disc randomly with abandonment. Beep. And clearly on the disc sound lights up. Connection success shows up on the screen on Windows terminal. Right? Yellow button labeled lock appears under the notification. What the hell? The yellow button is on my terminal. I guess that makes sense if this allows me to control it remotely. I just know what's with this outfit design slightly. Oh, did you see that, what was it? The AKs are coming? Like the ones with the, white or silver hair, all 3 of them look like they're coming to, Girls Frontline 2. So. When it arrives at the entrance of the corridor leading to the restaurant down there, the doors sense her pressure and begin to slide open. When attaches, she uses a universal lock at the edge of the door, and a flash presses the lock button on her terminal at the same time. When that she uses a universal lock, completes its locking process and stops automatic doors and attempting to slide open. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, you can look it up, or I'll just post a picture later. I can probably post it in Discord when I get back to it. Did it work? Then walks back and forth in the vicinity of the automatic doors and then pushes on it. The door seems to have firmly blocked, unable to show any indication of opening. Oh yeah, yeah. One's not like fully confirmed, but they say that she's just going to show up. So yeah. It's surprised to see Chia's stuff actually working it so well this time. But yeah. See, this is the map that Springfield sent me. I'll start installing these locks in the kitchen and corridor and the storage and the lobby, then the guest room area. What a high-end resort. It was quite a sort of facility. It features, it even has a surveillance room. That's convenient. Some of these I'm pre-planning. So yeah. With a perfected plan, contacted in her neural cloud when the lights are processed disappearing into the night. I can't look at the weapon shot board again anymore. The next morning. Good morning, presidents and staff members. Time is 8:55 a.m. The tournament will begin in 5 minutes. Please mind your time if you're still at rest. I would also like the command to proceed to the safe zone as soon as possible. Springfield broadcast starts on the schedule in the morning. Commander leaves her room after freshening up and ready to meet with Springfield in the restaurant. Residents have already made their preparations, hiding various locations throughout the tournament grounds. The grand battle is about to begin. Okay. What do you mean by it? Is this? Wow, interesting. Skins, clearly. And then there's also outfits. So yeah. Recruitment. Springfield. I know, got your luck. Yeah, backgrounds. Also, they made the loading screens more interesting, so. I know, got your luck. It'd be a Springfield rifle. That'll help me so much. Not that. Wow. I can, why can't I? I knew Springfield was coming up, so I was holding them. My desperation. Get the Springfield, but that's the one I want. Why is there a reason why it's wrong to hold that many? Ah. Give me a good roll, that's what you can do. A good roll. Oh yeah. Like maybe a failing on VTuber was like the sign that I need to start holding them. It's like, I got her so many times at this point. Come on, come on. Yeah. Now is it or is it? Bit Peri. Yeah, it's shiny. Boom. Ah. Victory. No. The top one here doesn't even chat. I accidentally rolled on this one, like I said. So. This is even good. I ain't going to bother rolling for a living. Yeah, Robo-Bird. I'm gonna roll on her once. That's it. I'm not gonna get her though. My internet connection's bad. Or inconsistent. Wow, let me... But yeah, she has like a robot thing. Some people don't like her outfit though. Like that's like one of the bigger arguments or complaints about it. Yeah. I think that's my biggest issue right now. Oh, her? I don't know. That is a question. I'll use that skin. Better. You would have to complain to the game developers about that. So, Vellum dolls. Oh, wouldn't the first Vellum doll be, forgot her name. What's her face? It's not Scarecrow, is it? Something. So.
新武装ですか? いつでもどうぞ。火力が強化されました。
Yeah. 610. I find it funny he blocked it out. I think she's good, but I don't know. Springfield I'm talking about. But yeah, I would say 610 will probably be... I think that she would be the first doll. Or Gen 3 doll that they add to the game as a playable character. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. If I had like a choice. Yeah, build a Hydra team. Well, from what I heard, she's really good with her. And I also already have Sabrina, so. So yeah. She looks so weird in this outfit. See, look how nice this is. I'm quality, I just looked down and got it twice. So there's a reason we want this skin, right? Has its own music and everything. I still want her. I still want her, but she's free, so you get her anyway. Yeah, basically skipped her and her. Yeah.
何か悩み事何見てるの
Did I forget something now? I hope I got one of any of those too. So yeah.
巨翼を持つ鳥の群れ
An attachment of her. Oh, I treat her like that. What are you implying? You rank this up, even though it doesn't really matter too much. I hate the exclamation points. Horrifying. What are you implying? I treat everybody kindly. I'm a nice person, right? Supposedly, quotation marks. But the people that say that they're a nice person aren't usually a nice person. So. So. Okay, which one do you want me to pick? I think I'm gonna pick this one. It's such a cute image. 20 minutes since the start of the tournament near the open air pool. A few muppies who have been shot stand completely still by the pool as Mako removes their stickers before putting them in her bag. Piece of cake. Mako looks around while she contemplates her next move when she hears a rustling sound behind her. Name yourself. And it turns around and takes aim. Why are you here? Don't be so... Makiatto. Oh. I came here specifically because she wants to discuss something with you, Makiatto. Huh? It's pretty inefficient to just collect stickers on your own. You know, does Mako want a buddy to help out? If you work with Sharkry, not only will you find it easier to collect stickers when the turn, but your goal of preparing a gift for that someone special of yours will be easier to achieve. Don't bring her up. It's not like I... But yeah, I used the I probably need to buy more. I'm not sure the ring thing for her. So, sure, Sharkry understands that Mako never intends to gift her anything else. How do you know this partnership? How do you want this partnership to work? I'm not gonna stick close to you like Sabrina and Peri are gonna do. I knew you what you're gonna say that. Knew what you're going to say. That's why I plan to have Sharkry and Mako operate independent, but sure, stickers to be fine. If one of us wins the tournament, we'll split the prize based on how many stickers we earn. How about that? Sharkry smiles sweetly as she focuses her gaze on Makiatto. Mako stares at Sharkry and mutters something under her breath before she lowers her gun. Howdy, Kasen Tito? I don't remember how to say your name. She's real, of course.
Sharkry は今からプールサイドの向こう側に行くよ。マキアートが
Howdy.
ちょうどいい。
Hopefully my internet stays stable. So he's going to operate at the other end of the pool now. It would be great if Marco went in the other direction. What do you think if we don't give a reply? Sorry, will assume Marco agrees with everything. Alright, does not answer and says she raises her gun and fires a shot at Sharkry. You. A bullet hit at Maui somehow managed to sneak up on Sharkry. When did it get there? Thanks, Marco. Makiatto. I gives Mario a sweet smile, but Mario has already given Snow her gun, walking in the opposite direction. I'm heading to the guest room area. Make sure to stay alert. Don't worry. So long as we work together, we'll have no problem winning. Sharkry stops walking as soon as Mario leaves the scene. A cute smile is painted on her face. The plan is a success. I agree to it rather quickly. Should Sharkry make the other partner her teammates as well? Eh? Sharkry visual magically captures the movement of a figure before she can speak. Her opponent has already held her at gunpoint. Please wait, Miss Grant. Don't streak her. Start by pointing your gun at her, okay? You seem to think that wouldn't pull the trigger. That's because Sharkry believes Miss Grant to be a friendly doll. Speaking of which, do you want to form a team with Sharkry, Miss Groza? It's easier and more efficient for two people to collect stickers than win, you know. Sorry, I reject your offer. But why? Sorry, it's super serious, but if we get top together, Sharkry will fly with just 30. No, 20% of the prize. Cash prize, Mr. Groza could get 30. Isn't that great? Alright, indeed, however. Karen does not move her gun away. She curls her fingers onwards and then about to pull the trigger. Hey, wait. Just wait a moment. He dodges aside to avoid the bullet that grazes her hair. They die with and bursts out on the fairway tree. What the heck? You shot at me for real. A few more rounds fired a second before she can even finish her sentence. Sorry, girl, it's a small number of chairs and tumbling available in the air to hyper girl who is hot on her heels. Think about it. Jitsun for Sharkry is completely fine with Jitsun if you want more. No need. I promised that I would win. I won't give up this easy. Yeah, I guess she's a permanent. Not really need to do. Yeah, robbed at gunpoint. Oh, she didn't want to team up, so. "40 minutes since the start of the tournament near the open air pool. A figure fits between the barbecue grill and the lounger, which, with her gun already shot out from her hand, Sharkry dodges around with raising both hands in surrender. Miss Groza, Sharkry is sincere in her wish to work with you. Could you please let Sharkry go? Sharkry could sing you the latest trendy hits if you want. Sorry, Sharkry. Bang, Groza fires the shot. Sharkry is already prepared it and dodged backwards in time. That means Groza doesn't want to cooperate with me after all. Sharkry already knew this from the... But bright yellow dye covers Sharkry's back as the sound of gunfire is heard again. She loses her balance and falls into a fallout wolven shark. Careful! Sharkry grabs hold of a barbecue grill and pan while Groza rushes over with her hand outstretched. Unfortunately, she fails to grab Sharkry and the barbecue grill catches Sharkry's guys, dragging her into the pool with it, causing a huge splash in the pool. The head of the doll, dripping with water, emerges from the pool. The heck did that sound? Why did you do this to Sharkry? It's probably... Bang. Groza limited the mobby that shot Sharkry during the chaos. Sorry, are you okay? When she reaches Marcy's second, Groza walks to the edge of the pool and offers a hand to Sharkry. No, I got limited by a mobby, and even fell into a pool. Depressing. Our makeup and dress are all messed up themselves. This is disgraceful. Let's get out of the pool. Let's get you out of the water first, okay? Groza steps forward and looks patiently at the crying doll with her hand outstretched. But it seems that Sharkry has no intention of getting out of the pool. In fact, she started bawling even more loudly as she buried her face in her hands. The commander finally managed to show up for such a jump, and so Sharkry provided a brand new performance, hoping to show it to commander when the tournament was won. But now Sharkry has been lifted and prepared. The prepared performance is no use. Why is even the mobbies who want to bully like Sharkry? Sharkry is so sad. Then the sounds of crying even more hollering as it echoes to the pool area. Sorry, let's talk about this, but you need to get out of the water first, okay? Just want to work with the because it's fine if you want to reject it, but why do you have to work with the mobbies and bully Sharkry? No, that's not I. Let me ask you first, are you sincere and wish to cooperate with me? Of course, why wouldn't Sharkry lie to anyone? You wanted to attract Marco's attention with your cries, didn't you? I heard everything you said to Marco by the pool. So he goes wide-eyed and she's so surprised that she forgot to maintain her crying act. You and Marco to work together, hoping to share stickers once the tournament ends. Once Marco agrees, so you tried to say the same thing to me. When you agreed that doing such a cooperative effort like these is unreliable. So you heard it all. Great. Could you come up now, sorry? There's still a lot of time left before the tournament. If you come out of the pool now, you can still fix your makeup and go back to the restaurant area. Let's get you up, Sharkry. Groza shows a gentle smile of resignation as she squats down and offers a hand to Sharkry once again. All things considered, you did fall into the pool because of what I did. I apologize for that, Sharkry. Alright. Sharkry forgives you, of course. It's such a small thing, and it wasn't even intentional on Miss Groza's part anyway. Sharkry grabs Groza and climbs out of the pool with Groza's assistance. When she wipes off the water off her face, Sharkry receives her sticker from Ben and passes them to Groza. Germans will shut them off and when they Sharkry, so Sharkry sticker belong to you now.
グローザさんが持つべきだよ。ありがとう。
Thank you. Peri curls her lips in a stiff smile before walking to the direction of the safe zone. I should have just started shooting if I was going to end up such an embarrassing situation. But if they're even thinking Mechty are so good at combat, I can't even manage to detect that thing. If Murray got wind of this, that one would miss the chance to make fun of me again. However, I should just reapply my makeup before I go to the restaurant. That's all I tried it. What style should I try this time? Yeah, shame for shame. Groza looks down at the sticker in her hand as Girl disappears into the distance. One step closer to victory, the commander would probably be happy to saw my practice.
任務完了。みんな警戒を怠らないで。安全に帰還するまでは気を。
I had to do all of them anyway. I'm gonna do this one next. Time. 12 minutes since the start of the tournament in the guest room area on the second floor. The corridor is blocked at both ends by the table, chairs, and other miraculous objects acting like a makeshift Mechty and Andoris each guard one end of the corridor. Andoris fires at Aloma after observing the surroundings. Got it. I wasn't aiming at it, though. Now then. Aaron Gunford's a few minutes starts moving towards Andoris' location. We dispute the use of computing power to lower the risk of crashing and causing focus on the path prediction and prepared. Nice, another hit. There, Kuko was right. 30 more left. Protected by cover, Andoris managed to gun down Mo, who is making a beeline for her. Finally over. These mods are really good at combat. Why do some of them feel more reliable in combat than I was when I had just underground modificated the DOT doll? It'd be great if I got some good combat experience out of this. How are you doing this on your side, Mechty? She's asleep. She. Confirming that no mobbies are around, and just looks at the other end of the corridor. She sees Mechty lying silently in a curled up position behind several Mechtys. She. As the minute rushes over, Mechty only realizes upon getting close that Mechty hasn't been hell. She's just simply fell asleep. And just pinches Mechty's nose and reserves, and Mechty jazzily opens up her eyes. Is it over? Not yet. I'll go back to sleep then. You can't do that, the tournament's still going. Ongoing. Pinches Mechty's nose again. We can't go out playing. We don't go out to play that much, you know. Let me use this chance to sleep some more. You'll be limited by money if you fall asleep, you know. You don't want to be. Don't you want the cash prize, Mechty? I won't. Those servers are so simple, they won't switch back to work mode once they get eliminated. They switch back to work mode once they get eliminated, and simply standing in place serves as cover for us. Anyway, the cash prize is good, but sleeping is awesome. I'll use the chance to sleep more. Mechty closes her eyes upon finishing that sentence. And just says now they require that Mechty's adorable, drawn-out snores no matter how much more she pinches Mechty's nose. Let's see, I'll eliminate all the Mechty's mirrors for starters then. Now that I've adjusted our coverage, she should be safe since she's hiding behind these moppies. And Groza actually has a traffic machine for farther away. If you turn around and look at her, looks like I wasn't careful enough. I don't know why she likes sleeping so much. She's always been like that, I think. So it's probably like some gun-related thing, maybe. I think that's how these things feel in real combat. I have to take advantage of this opportunity. So yeah, there's probably a reason, but... And there seems to be more Mechty than I expected. However, all I need to do is take favorable terrain and we should be able to deal with them. Mechty's safe, everything seems alright, let's go then. Quick and simple. Wow. Takes them all out. 4 minutes since the start of combat, that Andoris has eliminated all the Mechties in the same corridor within the guest room area. She walks up to Mechty and notices that she has flopped herself over in her sleep. Looks like you aren't disturbed by the sounds of combat around you at all, Mechty. Besides, but you can't keep sleeping like this. Things will get dangerous if other participants come over. He just reaches out against and pinches Mechty's nose. You already gotten sleep in. Time to wake up, okay? And she turns over in defiance. Mechty, have you heard the golden bound volume edition of Brighter Than Context is releasing soon? Actually remains, yeah. But not only is it being sold in limited numbers, it's also really expensive and really difficult to get. Still I've gotten a load of cash lately. I'm interested in Brighter Than Conscious as well, so I'm thinking of buying that bound volume set. Actually opens one eye. There's a few sleeping kits from Hender's brand too, and I heard that ensures the users the highest quality of sleep possible no matter where you are or whether it is. Is it limited? That's right. You'll have the funds to buy it if we become champions. As for now, we'll just have to go about acquiring it. I have actually confirmed with Miss Peri yesterday, and she said she'll be able to help us buy one. Becoming champions. Right. Mechty's eyes are now wide open. She sits up with her gun ready. Since we're already here, might as well do our best. Let's see. The number and position of my are How about this then, Andres? You're in charge of limiting the money, I'll be in charge of collecting and collectors from. If you miss a shot, I'll provide supporting fire depending on the situation. We'll get things done quicker, faster if we delegate our tasks. I'm fine with that. Might need a lot of support though. Sorry for that terrible Mechty. No trouble at all. We've been training and completing missions together for a long time now, so I do know when and how much assistance you need. Oh, and you're getting interested in the Brighter Than Context too. Let me tell you, I happen to have collected a few sets of the previous versions, and the content is different in each version. So I've even seen a few analyze articles about them. Let's have a good look together once you buy the new bound volume edition. The two dolls emerge in discussion, or engage in discussion as they move with Mechty and collecting stickers. Meanwhile, an unknown figure arrives and sound standing in a blind spot in the corner of the corridor. You're gonna get sneak attack. In backgrounds. 20 minutes since the beginning of the turn near the storage area. Peri, it's your... Got it. Sabrina lures a single machine into a narrow opening where it is immediately shot from behind. Peri emerges from a gap in the shells and she uses the trigger from Mechty. Perfect. Doesn't this seem inadequate? Peri comes up to Sabrina as Sabrina frowns her brows. What's on your mind, Sabrina? Hey, Sharkry, calculate some things. Using our current method, doesn't winning first place seem to be unlikely? Huh? But aren't we doing what you mentioned before? We're able to lower my frame's temperature and I pose as a small frame so I can hide in places that you're in and you won't notice. Sabrina is in charge of lowering the enemies over for me to finish them off. We can safely and easily get our stickers this way. We came to the storage area for the reason the terrain is complex here, which makes hiding easier. Yeah, that's what we've been doing, but calculating our gains and factoring in time it takes, our efficiency is relatively low. It's too late to get stickers one by one. We need to think of another solution. If we want to win, we have to be faster than everyone else. The hair in the anime is so fitting with the face and that makes them look a lot better. If I try the hairstyle like Mechty, I'll look like a homeless person for you. It's the stylized part. So yeah. Sure enough. If we look at the terms of costs and benefits, the deal makes sense if the team up results in affections that surpasses two individuals. Right on. If we aren't the fastest, we won't get first place. If we don't get first place, there won't be no limited edition toolkit for us. We need to be able to make a unique gift for the commander then. Do you have a better plan of action, Sabrina? I don't have anything for now. Well, all in all, maybe we should lure in more methods for start. I can use my shell to cover to avoid being hit by them. Once I lure a bunch of them, I'll be eliminating them while hiding amongst the shells. Wouldn't that be too risky? Maybe we won't actually lose if we don't do that. If two members is not hit and the other person might get eliminated by them. Do you think that? Don't think like that. We are all T-dolls. We should take that sound and strike out. Doc, let's eat more, Sabrina. Sabrina shoves the stickers in Percy's hand before sprinting out the front doors of the storage area. Hurry up, Sabrina. Hey! Look over here! Sabrina waves at the machine nearby with all her might. Peri, they're coming. Fine, I'm ready. I think I'm forced to use her.
あなたの最後の輝き。配置からの射撃準備。危ないよ。
What the hell is that?
あさっての行動を悔い改めなさい。ご命令を墓地で砕け散れ。星々を。
40 minutes since the start of the tournament in the storage area. Yeah, that was close. What's up with these Michis?
いいコンビネーションだ。
We work together very well.
再開し
Very.
てまだそんなに経ってないのに。
We haven't
こんなに戦い方を。
united with each other for long, and but you already seem to understand all my preferences in combat.
もちろんです。ずっと闇ブローカーを
I had to deal with a lot of underground brokers over the past few years, so I'm naturally good at adapting.
そうなんだ。
Our Vestige Soul seems to have reason as well.
10枚目の。
We have 10 seekers now.
よかった。
Nice, then maybe we don't have to be so.
まだまだ。
We don't have to be so cautious. Let's do a big pull next time.
大物。
A big pull?
まだ足りないんですか。
Is our current method not enough?
なんだかいける気がするんだ。
I think it can even be more efficient.
今度はもう。
Except we need to lure in
全部倉庫に。
a huge swarm of motion and trap them all in the storage area at once. If we manage to defend the storage area, we can get all the stickers within.
数は。
So, as for the numbers, let us run a calculation. If we need more than 41, they don't have to be lured all at once, but we must lure in more than 41 in total.
モッピーの総数が100機だからですか。
Is that because the total of 100 Mahis are in the tournament? Yeah, 41 plus 10 equals 50. That'll be more than half the numbers. If we can get those stickers, nobody will be able to have more than us. We'll definitely take first place.
あれ。でもモッピー。
But don't we have 8 Titles in the tournament aside from Mechty?
108枚だから。
That should be 108 stickers in total. If we need half of that shown, that should be 55, right?
まあそんな。
There's not much difference. Let's lure in more of them per batch.
わかりました。
Alright, how about we switch roles? I'll lure them over and this boss around ways to ambush someone. Here.
サブリナさんばかりに。
I can't always have Sabrina doing the most dangerous part.
いいよいいよ。
It's fine, it's fine. You should be able.
すぐ戻るから。
You should be the one to hide, Peri. I go lure them over.
それにここ狭い。
After all, I can't squeeze it in because it's too near for me.
サブリナさん。
And it's a good thing that I don't
ここで。
find the size of mine very much anymore. That would mean would have ended our partnership at this very moment, you know. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's not what I mean.
その。
I mean,
冗談ですよ。
no need to panic, Sabrina.
ますから。
I do get what you mean.
どんな体型でも。
Being small has its own advantages too, doesn't it?
ですよね。
I've seen this such a thing a long time ago.
そうそう。
Exactly.
ペリーって変わっ
You
たよ
should
ね。
change a lot, Peri.
昔と全
You're
然違う。
nothing like you used to be. You're nothing like how you used to be.
なんというか。
Now, how to put it?
小
You're
さいけど。
still small, but
頼もしい。
I still feel at ease around you.
少し。
I've gotten cooler, haven't I?
みんなと離れ離れにな
I've
っ
been
た。
hard at work thinking things over in the years we spent apart.
昔は
In the
体
past, I always thought that everyone treated me like a child due to the size of my frame. But now I came to realize it must have been the immature precisely
ことを気に
because
す
I
ること自体。
kept having a complex about it, right?
指揮官やトンプソン
Take the commander
が
and
信頼されてるのも大きい。
Master Thompson, for example. We trusted them not because of their height. Yeah,
言葉にするのは難しいけど。
it's difficult to put this into words, but whenever I see the commander, I feel nothing but.
なるんだ。
I feel like nothing is unresolvable.
なんだろう。
Commanders just
ほら。
seem to have some kind of aura, yeah.
だよね。
Seems to extrude an aura of reliability. Yeah, that's why I've been
指揮官のような人になり
working hard to become someone that is reliable as her. I know, no, she is a petite woman. That's what they're saying. Once I do, and we'll find Master Thompson she'll definitely play with me. Thompson is the one that I want the most right now. Right. We've been looking around for Thompson all this time. Is there still no trace of her? Yeah, nothing at all. I had no idea where Master went. I'm planning to ask around in the underground brokers and market again once the tournament is over. Don't be discouraged. The condensation zone are huge, so maybe Thompson just went somewhere secluded. Alright, the Elma has been operating in condensation zone for a long time now. Maybe from that, Andor will have some clues or connections that can help. Let's go ask her together once the tournament's over. Alright, then. We'll definitely win the tournaments. Once we do, we'll go ask the commander. She seems to know. She's seen a lot of things and have been to many places. Perhaps she also knows a bunch of underground brokers from different regions, meaning a wider information network. Peri perks up once again. Let's deal with these Murphys first and then talk about Master Lair. It won't end well if we let the others get them first. I'll be off then. Make sure to hide well, Sabrina. See ya. Still switch places. 10 minutes later, Myra is hiding behind the doors to the storage area. Hey. Peri stumbles into the storage area and is behind the shelf right before turn of die below he's put in my ear. I'll leave that to you, Roger. Ness squeezes herself in a gap amongst the shelves. Peri shuts the door to the storage unit. Right at the last minute he enters. Using the shelves as covered, the two dolls engage in gorilla wolf right into one of Murphy's. There are too many. Then let's leave the storage area and guard the entrance instead. We'll take on Murphy's that try to get out one by one. Okay, I'll cover you. Let's go. Sabrina retreats to the entrance while finding out the Murphys. Sabrina covers herself and Peri with the shield while the Murphy tries to work the door handle. Okay. They're locked inside. The messenger's not budging no matter how strength bar pulls it. I can't open the doors. How's that possible? Is it because you don't have much strength? Right behind them that moved too close for comfort. They're locked inside. Where's Groza? "45 minutes since the start of the tournament, and the restaurant designated as a safe zone. A breakfast spread dominates the dining table, which is surrounded by soft sofa booth seating. There is filled with gentle chunks of pristine that's not pristine, it's porcelain, as a steaming cup of black tea is placed on a table surface. The commander opens her eyes. Much of her vision is taken up by Springfield's somewhat concerned face. You don't look very well. Did you sleep poorly? Yeah, nightmares throughout the night. You're all chasing me in my nightmare now. Only did each and every one of you try to shoot me, but you're all aiming for my vitals too. Oh, was I amongst those trying to shoot you? No, you just stood at my side cheering on them on. Whoever hits her first is the champion. Oh yeah, it's a long story. I can't believe you see me such as a ruthless person in your heart. Sorry. I was just teasing you, Commander. I held this term because of the generous reward and the comfortable sitting, in the hopes that this would give you time to rest and relax while the Elmo undergoes the maintenance. If this stresses you out instead, then I have been putting the cart before the horse. I understand where you are coming from, of course. Not just for this event, but also why you returned to the Elmo. I remember that you always wanted to open a cafe of your own. You put everything into running the Heroes Cafe after Griffin's reconstruction, yet you left it for the Elmo. Oh my, that's not how you should have played, Commander. I wouldn't have left the Zero by coming to the Elmo, you know. The cafe is the CEO2 still in operation. Just that the employees are now civilian dolls. I haven't broke off the information channels and connections established over the years, so it's more like we moved part of our operations and service on at Elmo. Of course, if you really hung up on that, I can open a new branch. On the Elmo too. A cafe that roams around might have some issues with customer traffic, I think. Hey, you really worry about such a thing? Springfield giggles. In truth, having you as our customer will be enough for the Zero, no matter where we are go. After all, our biggest goal is to reunite with you. As for the future of Zero, I believe that things will be go one place so long as you're around, Commander. You've always been able to find and lead us down the right path after all. Oh, that's really nice. She holds a transparent pouch in her hand containing a softly colored flowers. Man. I'm gonna sneak a peek, snatch this image. I'm gonna snatch it. Yeah, it's really cute image. Print screen. Well, there's a print screen button. I'll crop it out later. And those screen sets, just like 2 screens. I made these sweets with the shape of winter jasmine in mind. I would often look at this winter gym during the time we spent apart and think of you. These flowers bloomed. It meant the snow had melted and spring had arrived. Your wife material, yeah. I think the dark lore aspect is to make it interesting. If it didn't have dark lore and a whole bunch of weird and dark things, would this game be interesting? I don't think so. Be like a generically bland game, I guess. I don't know. Back then I held such a deep yearning to break every obstacle in the way in order to return to you, along with the rest of the Zero. And now we're all fortunate enough to return to Elmo, and we're even participating in such an event with you. This must be the spring that we all been waiting for. I made these sweets with the thoughts in mind. I would like to invite you to partake in this elemental symbolization of the arrival of spring. The commander in the day stares into the sweet thing in Springfield's head. Thank you. The commander picks up the winter jasmine-shaped sweets. The vibrant colors and faint scents emanating from to combine, bring the flowers to life. Now that you enjoyed some sweets and tea, it's about time for us to carry our duties as riffs. Can you show us the saturation on the field at 1575? Springfield is at 1575, which was standing in the corner. 1575 responds. Of course, it's Springfield. We watch the surveillance recordings through the system in your camera, or watch it in real time through the built-in local network system where every message and every surveillance camera can be used as your eyes and ears. 1575 takes out the data cable from back and connects it with the projector on the dining room table. Springfield follows her terminal and the projector lights up the big screen in the middle of the restaurant with a live view of the tournament. Now, the time now is 9:53 a.m. So the tournament has been going on for some time. Let's see it at the guest room first. Andoris and Mechty had stayed there the entire time without moving anywhere at all. It's closing it in on them. Looks like Andrew will have some trouble on the doorstep soon. Or maybe Makiatto will be the one in trouble instead. Andoris has been with 444 for a while now, and from what I've seen for Kuka's correspondence with me, Andoris hasn't been slacking in training. I have even heard that she went along with 444 in a competition zone, and that's how she met you. Is that also what Kuka said, or did you find it from your intel gathering? If Andoris is telling me yourself counts as intel, then yes. If there's no issue of interest, then let's look at the others. Very clearly aren't Sabrina and Peri fired up or something. The two of them went to the storage area a while back, but him came out since. Ringo switches the view of the storage area. Sabrina can be seen grabbing the left and right door handles of the storage area before trying to pull them open. Meanwhile, a surprising large group of machine persons from behind. What are they doing? Maybe they're trying to open the door. Those aren't the heavy doors. I don't think two dolls would have any trouble opening them though. 1575, could you get them over near them to check the doors to the storage area? Oh yeah, I can't execute me. I'm gonna use defense modes and service modes during different, hence they cannot use maintenance mode. The office facilities within Terminator have gone under runs soon. The doors to the storage area were recorded to have no issues with the past night at 12 a.m. That's strange. It should be fine if it already went service, right? 1570, make sure to keep a close eyes on things in the storage area. Foremost, right, if any anomalies occur. We see the tension towards the storage area increased. As for the other purpose of my Sharkry has been eliminated. Correct. Confirmation occurred in the player where Bumpy 0031 eliminated since Sharkry followed by Bumpy 0031 being eliminated by President Groza. President Groza is currently heading back to the safe zone. So you got herself eliminated by a mafia of all things. Please must say chaotic later. That's what happened when she came back. Oh, that's right. Where did Linda? I don't think I saw her today or yesterday. I sent her the map and the rules last night. She did give me a reply back then. Can you show us where petition Linda is? 1575. You see, searching for President Linda. Searching or location lockdown connecting data transmission to screen connection established. The projection darkens a tiny to villain's room is now into view. It sits with one leg crossed on the chair, tossing and twitching on the pink disc repeatedly with one hand. She attempts to hack into different surveillance equipment through the resort, blissfully unaware of her presence on somebody else's screen. She has a Rissel Lock, a strange name but admittedly useful. Let's see Sabrina and Peri have been locked inside the storage area. Who should I screw with next? With them first. Around 1 hour since the start of the tournament within the storage area. How is it going? Is it open? No, it looks like something wrong with the lock. It's unable to open it and close normally. There might be some busted circuit somewhere. I'll open it to have a look. Do you need any help? I can handle it. I need to remove the back panel of the lock. I need a screwdriver. Sabrina looks around and quickly draws out a screwdriver stored inside her frame. More than finally, with the lock, a puzzled expression is seen on Sabrina's face. First part of all the locks seem to be in her. But why can't we open it then? We should break the rules if we remove the entire lock by force, I think. Should we try to open the door again since everything seems to be fine? Sure. No, still can't open it. Them. The lock is actually turning, but it's forced to stop before the door can actually open. I think doors open function. I think the door opening function of the door is being forcibly aborted. There's no need to panic. We've been incurring a lot less markets ever since we locked ourselves in here. Not to mention we're also safe from other dolls. Running all the markets in here during our trial for the store. I received a lot of stickers too. Waves a stack of stickers in her hand and heavily. We can't just stay locked in here for the entire tournament though. Is there something else? What if there's something on the other side of the door interfering with the lock mechanism? Oh yeah. All the loading screens have like images. I found an image that I was confused because I never saw it before. The other them I don't have seen before, so I don't know where they are from. Maybe they're like hidden text or lore area. So, could it be? From the looks of it, it seems like some sort of signal jamming or interference. Remember this spot? They're installing some backup power supply. It's just now, maybe we can just modify the discard device and try to send out a reverse interference. Good night to you, Cross. I hope I said your name right. Or Chris. Yeah, something like that. There's no other way. Let's go with your judgment and try out. Where are the backup power supplies? On the shelf in the last row, some methods that haven't been defeated yet seem to be guarding it. While they go together. No need to leave it to me. You can focus on the investigating the lock. She says that, but then she's here. Now we'll get why they didn't lose and make her go first. Minutes later, it puts her dexterous spy to use weaving through the gaps of the storage area with these. She then grabs the backup power supply that Sabrina mentioned. When she returns, the two of them switch positions with her covering Sabrina while Sabrina quickly creates the discharge device. The discharge device worked, causing the door to finally open. Following the original plan, the two dolls escape, counting their stickers and moved to a safe spot. 26. There, we have 26 stickers. We still have half the tournament's time left. This three will definitely come on top. Yeah, where should we go next? Since we have cash pies by the token, then maybe we should some dishes as well. I'm good at cooking too, after all. Create new recipes, maybe? Cheese covered ham with Brussels and rosemary beef and the black truffle. Sabrina is so engrossed in her fantasy that she doesn't react to prayer, waving her hands in front of her eyes at all. Sabrina, or to Sabrina. Look then, looks like Sabrina really loves her food. Let's see. Have I forgotten to take out any of the Murphy stickers? Huh? What's that? Peri suddenly discovers something as she checks the nearby Murphys. It's a vicious pink disc at one corner of the storage entrance door. Sabrina, quick, take a look at this. Oh, okay, I'm coming. That's... Two allies arrive at the entrance. Sabrina takes out new tools from her printer and removes the disc without much effort. She opens the shell of the disc and checks the entire circuitry. Oh, this is it. Once the turner receives the perfect commands, it will discharge an interferent current that prevents normal operations of electric lock mechanisms. The method of control is likely remote. So you're saying that somebody has been watching us the entire time and locked the doors since once they saw us going with all the Murphy? Is that even allowed? What kind of interference seems kind of overboard? This kind of interference seems kind of overboard. First thing, you must contact Spring and Commander right away. Is Lane hiding in the surveillance room so that she can give herself the ultimate to take advantage and then strike out at the last moment? And that thing in her hand. Huh? Tournament buzzes in Command's pocket and comes request from Sabrina. Commander accepts the request. Commander, listen up closely. Peri and I found something that somebody is using some kind of device capable of completely locking doors shut. It's kind of dangerous, so I want to tell you and Springfield about this. What kind of device is it? A pink disc. It's remotely controlling, capable of affecting operations of electric lock. Could it be? The commander and Springer and chairs made fun glasses and Springfield nods. Are you both alright? Yeah, we just found a way to counter the effects of the dice, so we were both fine. But someone might actually find them getting locked up by the boats until the end of the tournament. Indeed, Springfield and I will keep a close eye on the other participants. Springfield does the device breaks the role of the tournament Peri and I Peri squeezes in the comm feed from the side. Commander, we're nearly painted in rainbow-colored dolls when we were trapped in the storage area. Don't you think this device is really dangerous to a person regardless of whether it breaks the rules or not? If I wasn't with Sabrina, I would have been. I likely wouldn't have made it out. I get what you mean, Peri, but Springfield and I will conduct our investigation right away. Go ahead and focus on the rest of the tournament with Springfield. Contact me immediately if there's any other more issues. Trust me, I'll take care of this. Alright then, I'll archive my victory with Sabrina. Trust us with that. Okay, Commander. Once the tournament is over, I also want to. Sabrina gives Peri a sharp yank. I'll succeed. I'll never give up. Give in. Or give up. Oh, man. I see. Good luck. Yeah. I'll continue on with the tournament then. And leave the rest to you. Leave it to me. The call-ins. You must leak our plan, Peri. You need to be more careful. Sorry, I almost lost control when I saw the commander. Oh no, there shouldn't be need to apologize. I was just worried the commander would find out too early. The surprise is no longer a surprise if there's been no finds out beforehand. Yep, I completely understand. I'll make sure to help you achieve your victory. It's our victory, alright? Let's bring back collecting the stickers. We've been locked inside for a long time and we don't know how many everyone else has. Sabrina, I have conceived an idea most ingenious. There are ways to paint this ground. If this thing is interfere with people's plans of movement, the controller must be positioned to monitor all movements within the tournament's ground. And the only place that fits the description is the surveillance room. The one who installed the device is in the surveillance room. Correct, so I was thinking, why don't we just move in the direction of someone? We can collect stickers while we take a chance to keep it. While we take the chance to keep an eye on the participants in the surveillance room. If we manage to let them, then the surveillance will be ours. We won't have to continue to worry about the movements of the other participants. Good idea, but what if our opponent finds out what we're doing? Don't worry about it. We can pretend we're moving to the pool area. I've checked the map. We found the fork to the surveillance room on a path to the pool. We can simply collect it while heading towards the pool and then turn midway and make a beeline for our target. Peri brings out the map and points out that the appropriate path to Sabrina. It really exists. You got a sharp ID for details like this, Peri. I've never noticed that path. I studied the map very carefully last night to help us take first place today. Alright, let's get moving on and don't let our target know what we're doing. Huzzah. I even use the event images a lot. Around 1 hour since the start of the tournament in the guest room area corridor on the second floor. Andoris and Mechty utilize their makeshift cover to gather stickers after lurking in a bunch of Murphys. Mechty 2 Murphys left at your 3 o'clock. Remember to get the stickers, okay? Alright, react, I'll get them now. Yeah. Well, this is just a fun little tournament thing, right? Unless something like chaotically happens near the end. So yeah. Though there's a 2-parter, so I don't know. You haven't received the sticker from Mechty in your 11 o'clock direction, you know. Oh, come on, just take it slow. I've already planned my route, so follow the most optimized path and grab the stickers all at once after you take all of them. Still, there has been We've been in combat for a while. I'm starting to feel tired. But my problems with Bard and context is not yet Sigh. So yeah, this has a nicer story. But it can always turn dark suddenly, right? Trained by gunfire, Mechty arrives at the corridor where Andoris and Mechty are. She hides in the corner and observes the two. Oh yeah, she's from earlier. Andoris and Mechty are engaged in combat while Murphy's behind them, deep and miraculous objects at the end of the corridor, which are not far away. And Mechty, what's this? They use furniture. They used the furniture and lifted Mechty to create makeshift coverage. It doesn't seem to be contributing to combat at all, though. Andoris could be seen patiently persuading Mechty to join her back in the fight. So Mechty jauntily pops her gun up, or props up her gun. Thanks to the infrequent yet timely assistance, not only does Andoris avoid getting hit, but she also manages to eliminate two Mephies. Makiatto keenly observes Zell. I'll start by taking out Mechty then. At that moment, Mechty's top half suddenly comes out of cover in an attempt to grab a sticker from urging from Andoris, and rapidly locks onto Mechty's outstretched arm. Gently. I can't reach it from here. He's about to pull the trigger, but Mechty suddenly pulls her hand back and looks at her left and right before heading to the other side of her cover. Andoris, cover me, okay? No problem. And switches position, their hand emerges from the cover once again. Sweet dreams, sleep. Boop. Sleep, boo. Mechty quickly adjusts her muzzle and aims at Mechty's exposed part. But as she prepares to pull the trigger once again, Mechty's eyes flicker, firing, gets sticker stuck in the gap between pieces of the makeshift cover. But it changes direction and reaches out to nearly destroy her sides, and once again moving out Mechty's crosshair. Huh? Why is there a sticker here? There. Did it get blown over by the wind? And according to my experience, I've just found it in the corner often. Narrative device is certainly part by the author. So this particular set would definitely be involved in a crucial turning point during this tournament. The fact that she says that. What the heck is this? This won't change your fate of being eliminated again. Andoris suddenly walks towards Mechty as my head takes aim again. Hey, my frame temperature is rising a little too quickly. You mean? Yeah, I might be at risk of crashing. Don't worry, I'll help you out when you crash. Also, we're surrounded by cover, so no opponent will find it easy to break in. You can just relax. You can just relax and wait for Murphy to show up, add their stuff, and take them out. Then rinse and repeat. We'll easily take the champion spot. That'll be wonderful. The casual attacking takes between the two dolls, burns out the last shred of patience remaining in Mechty to... enough champions. I'll kick the two of you out of this competition right now. No longer hiding, Sabrina raises up and fires at the two dolls when charging at them. She constantly adjusts her path as she maintains fire on Mechty and Andoris, who immediately split up and retreat into cover. Oh my. They're both too lax. Continuing the stream of gunfire disables the hard stacked makeshift cover, so it's now about to come all crashing down. It's going to collapse. And just retreat. Mechty quickly reacts by moving towards Andoris, shooting at rapid approaching Mechty. in the process. My hero is prepared for this. She grabs an unlimited Mechty, using it as a riot shield to quickly move straight in from. Quickly move right in from Mechty and Andoris. Mechty got fractures like Kuka. Andoris freezes in his spot by Mechty. Andoris, retreat. Processing damage, give me 45 seconds. Don't go calculating the time so seriously in this kind of situation. You have to win. Must recover quickly, get sticky. And there's your efforts to make me look like a massive slacker in comparison. I'm fine. I'll try harder then. And he scratches his head, staring at the gun muzzle my head has pointed at her. Your name is Makiatto now. Wow. Your name is more or less easier to remember. Oh, and I thought you were going to say something impressive. Names are really important though. Haven't you heard of the legend? It's the one that says if you speak somebody's true name, that person will obey you completely. Huh? And just retreat. Okay. Once mentioned that Andoris has recovered from her crash out in the corner of her eye, Mechty makes a split second decision to kick the already weakened cover, causing it to collapse. The two dolls sprint towards the other end of the corridor. I'll make sure to eliminate you both while you're still here. Stop wasting your effort. I'll take you all out no matter how you try to hide. Oh, this is scary. She's going all out. Andoris, can you tip you again? Make sure you duck, okay? Don't worry, I'm back to normal. It seems I've made you worried just now, he. Well, I did not survive one turn. Sounds like gunfire, thuds, and footsteps. This narrow corridor is battleground for $3. Andoris eventually looks for an opportunity to take out Makiatto. Well, they use the various objects scattered throughout the corridor as cover. So Makiatto doesn't have it easy either, as she's outnumbered 2-1. Hey, I forgot how to say it. Yeah, Andoris. Yo. The name sounds familiar, but I don't know where it's from. And my pronunciation is awful. But howdy. We don't have much room to move around in here, and we can't just keep hiding from her. It's freaking terrifying, you know. She can practically see her scowling from the way she shoots at us. You get what I mean, right? Indeed, I can also feel that terribility from her. Miss Marco seems to be seething in anger. Yggdrasil? Oh, that's right. Yggdrasil. We should have been scrapped now by now if she used real bullets, don't you think? If only my aim was as good as her. I'm really rather amazed at how emotionally stable you are. But what should we do now? Let me think. Move away from the guest room area. Hi, Iggy. Is it easier, right? And Makiatto reaction reaction time is pretty quick, so we can't just run away fast enough. Yet if we charge her, we might just be beating. I can distract her long enough for you to accept Mechty. There's two of us, so we only need one to survive and one. If that's the case, I'll do it instead. That's right, I'll leave it to me. I'll distract her and give you a chance to escape Andoris. I'll leave the collection of stickers I'm winning determined to you. And he rushes without waiting for Andoris' reply. Over here! And she replies with a hell of bullets training. Don't worry, multicolored cover with fresh marks. You're very quiet. Come with me then. Mechty zips left and right in opposite directions of where Andoris is into a room that just happens to have an open door. He blocks the way to Andoris, and Mechty hesitates for a moment before she chases after Mechty. However, once she catches up with her, Andoris sees Mechty simply standing in the room lazily. Why are you trying to pull her? Nothing, just wanted to switch the field of battle. You wanted to create an offer for the two of you to get into a pincer attack. You wanted to create an offering for the two of you to get me in a pincer attack? But I have no cover here, and even Andoris wanted to come here. You can see her from a mile away. So, now that I've managed to bring you in here, And she closes the door as she speaks and then lays down on the bed and after the cover. She gives Mechty a sly smile. Mechty 404. Mechty 404 has never... 404 was never slow, you know. If Coco was here, she would definitely not allow me to do this, but now you got a taste of my tactic. Knowing that Andoris has not followed my raises her gun, steps forward and aims at Mechty. Nothing wrong with taking you out first. And a strange sound is emitted from the door lock. I tries to open the door right, but no matter how she pulls the door handle, the door stays firmly unmoved. What's going on? Why can't I open the door? Is this part of your plan too? Huh? Plan? What plan? After spending a few seconds inside my rage again, it takes aim at Mechty, who's just started to doze off. She was just hoping to get shot and then just slept in the room. Yeah, I haven't seen this art too. I'm guessing the events, they skipped the insert the images in the loading screen. Yeah, it shows A again. An hour since the start of the tournament in the surveillance room. Then hums at a tune as she tosses and catches. She does the reversal lock repeatedly in one hand and quickly, or types quickly with the other, hacking into the surveillance system. Sabrina and Peri shown on screen still in the storage area, desperately fending off the overwhelming horde of moppies. A tournament that by the book is no fun at all. Advanced adults should solve their own problems in a more sophisticated way. And stops what she is doing to take a lollipop out of her everyday carrying bag. Her hair swirls around in an unhurried manner, while her vision molecule quickly picks up the most important bit from different surveillance feeds. Kitchen empty, what about the pool? Grizel's there, huh? But that position isn't easy to control. Never mind. Let's look at the other areas. That stops the chair from turning, making her hand busy once again. The light screens up with necessary errands. Camera feed in response. The other rooms. Oh, there's quite a few of them there. Let's see who they are. It touches the screen panel, lightly causing the surveillance field feed off the room change to enlarge. Actually, why did she wake up all of a sudden? That doll next to her, that's Andoris, the new addition to 404. Looks like they're destined to run to Mechty. 404's strength is not to be unstrained, but without Kuka, they've done for, I think. Not bad, saves me some time. And then tosses and catches her light out immediately as she moves her gaze around all the surveillance feeds. Who should I choose as my next opponent? I'm pretty fired up now that I've gotten enough trigger in me. Wow. This scene. I did my phone go off. Oh. I don't know if I should just try and Pinterest notifications off. Keep it beeping. So this saves them 1 hour 35 minutes since the start of the tournament. With the information from Sabrina and Peri's call, aside from what I've seen from Lynn, because of the storage room doors, my project becomes clear. So this device is called Cheetah's Universal Lock. What a cute name. Cute, but the same can't be said for the trouble it brings. Is Lynn still not picking up her calls? Correct, she hasn't replied to me either. And it looks like the referees will have to go remove these locks. Indeed. 1575 check just finished the tournament ground, and it seems like there's more cheetahs than ever. More cheetahs, universal locks than we predicted. It'll take some time if we were to remove them one by one. Although Sabrina and Peri managed to remove the surge lock without a hitch, Makiatto and Mechty are still trapped in one of our rooms. Then we'll go release the prisoners for stars. Let's spread out the work. You and I both take half the areas. So we temporarily turn off the access to surveillance rooms system. It would be troublesome if Lynn disrupts more power before we manage to remove all the universal locks. Don't worry, come out here. I'll take care of it. So do you think there's no need to punish? So do you mean that there's no need to punish Lynn in this tournament? Difficult to say Lynn didn't actually break the rules with these Cheetah universal locks, since it doesn't damage the facilities and it is not a weapon. It just happens to slip into a loophole. What a pain. So what you mean was, we'll just stop her from using surveillance and take all the cheetahs look. There will be plenty of angry participants waiting for her to get their hands on her once the tournament is over. I see, this is definitely due to my oversight. I want to make sure that the rules were not too rigid so that everyone would have space for credit, therefore making the tournament more exciting. But it seemed that I underestimated everyone, as the planner I failed to account for this. Try not to beat yourself over it. Loopholes always had existed. But that's why we're here as referees, right? Alright, South Pacific, have a good one. If a problem arises, we're here to solve it. If things are too much for one person to handle, the two of us can work together to come up with a better solution. Also remember that this is a game for us to have a little get together. All is well as long as we can assess plus technologies and collecting the data. Tama, you're so good at counseling others, Commander. I don't think you need to counsel me for small issues like this. So stop teasing me. How could that ever be? Even someone like me wants to be pampered once in a while, you know. Alright, let's go ahead with what usage of 1575 turn off. Users access to surveillance rooms functions. Receive connecting to security rooms. Command synced. Server room functions are not temporarily locked. The lockdown will be lifted once the participant leaves the surveillance room. Springfield takes our terminal and calls Makiatto as soon as 1575 activates the command. Failed. Makiatto's voice is heard from the terminal. It's easy to separate from her voice that she's on the verge of exploding in rage. What the heck is wrong with this door? It's not opening. I'll have very limited injuries if it wasn't for this blasted door, alright? Please wait a minute, Mikko. The commander had found a reason for the locked door's malfunction. She'll go over in a moment to conduct the repairs. Yeah, they're talking in the kitchen for a while. What, she wants to come over? That is acceptable, I guess, but you two very quick with it, right? I realize that Mechty, but I still need to get Andoris. Her gaze is wandering, peeking over it from time to time. Anyway, I can just wait for her here, right? If she does come in 10, no, 5, I'll break the door break down the door myself. Mechty hangs up right away. I was going to remind that it's against the roll to damage the facilities, but it's due to the tournament gets affected if you lock the room. If you get locked in the room, Mechty must have a strong desire to win if she's so worked up over it. Telling me to get there in 5 minutes is asking too much for me, isn't it? I think what Maya means is that she wishes for you to come as soon as possible. It's not possible to get there in 5 minutes if you say out now, right? Okay, then I'll take care of things after this and come with me 1575. I'll take care of things in the storage room and the kitchen then. The lobby is the same direction as the guest room area where Mechty is. Can I leave it to you as well? Sure, I'll be heading over now, right now. Command gives a nod to Springfield, rises from the seat, and then leaves the restaurant with 1575. The commander arrives at the pool after getting through the hall walkway. Turning to the left would lead to the lobby while the guest rooms are straight ahead. Focusing intently on the map on her turn, the commander does not notice the figure behind the bushes in time. Commander? Turning back, the commander sees Andoris walk out from behind the bushes and waves towards her. Andoris, why are you here? Hey, I should probably be the one to ask you that. Were you not in the safe zone, Commander? I will assume an unexpected issue have occurred within determined grounds, so I'm going to go over to resolve the situation. Is it related to Makiatto? Just something related to the rules. Commander does not answer and Andoris quickly directly to her position as a ref. Alright, I should warn you about something since there's been a bit of malfunction with some of the facilities within grounds, so do not try to enter any enclosed area locations. If you accidentally go into one and notice that you can't open your doors or windows, contact me in Springfield immediately. The commander wants Andoris securely to save time. And it does not show any signs of death, so he nods her head in earnest. I remember that, Commander. Could I trouble you with something, though? What's up? If you see Mechty, could you escort her back to the safe zone? My guess is that she must have been limited my mission by now. I'm worried that her being left alone on the terminus grounds. Okay, I'll ask her back once I see her. But go ahead and enjoy the tournament to your fullest. It's already been a minute past 5. The commander does not chat any longer, so she lives with 1575 in their hurry after bidding farewell to Andoris. Withholding is not dissonant, it's just simply the presence of unfinished message. I remember that would taught me something like this. One. Dun 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 dun. Britt breaks her out and then she just goes on a rampage. Time has passed with less than half the time remaining in the tournament. Anna hugs her arms, walking back and forth in a certain room on the second floor's guest room area. Anna opens her eyes to look in the flush of her soft pillow and changes her position before flopping back down. Maybe you should stop and take a break first. It's only been a few minutes since you hanged up the call. It'll take a while for the commander to get here, even if she makes a sprint for it. No one is waiting for her. No one's waiting for that woman to come over or anything. I was just worried about Andoris running off. Also, I wouldn't be stuck here if it wasn't for you. Yes, sorry about that. But there's no use in fretting over it yet. The commander won't arrive any faster. So why don't you be like me and lay down a bit? Say that this bed is incredibly comfy. No need. Fine, I'll sleep then. Soften your footsteps, okay? Mary closes her eye, falling sound asleep. Makiatto stands in the same spot for a while, but starts pacing back and forth again before long. It's been 15 minutes and 33 seconds. Why is she being so slow? Did she tire herself out having fun in the practice match? No, it can't be this. I was observing her while we were still on Elmo some time back, so I know that her skill didn't degrade at all. She's not that weak. So she's probably just walking slowly. What the heck is she up to, being so leisurely? Maya's thoughts turn as she envisions and simulates her upcoming encounter with the commander in her neutral cloud. Her neutral cloud is clearly overlaid by the time a voice can finally hear from the outside door. This is the door that Makiatto is. Let's see, found it. Give me the tools. Oh, thank you for the follow, Iggy. That scared the crap out of me. I didn't. Sometimes I don't hear it, sometimes I do. But yeah. Let's see, found it. Give me the tools. 1575. Here you go, ma'am. Why did that not have audio? Good thing the assembly isn't that all done. Okay, that was it. The sound of the lock turning is heard before the door opens slowly. Sorry for being late, Makiatto. Are you alright? I don't think this lock has any effects on Belle's ability to function. Tsundere. You. I won't deem you late this time. Was there a late last time? Was there a last time? Oh, you're referring to yesterday's practice. I'll admit that I did come late. I had to discuss the details of the tournament with Springfield after all. That's not what I'm talking about. Then. Hi. And the ear turns red after she stammers off for a good long while. She doesn't manage to utter a single word. Never mind, forget it. Oh, that's the best quality of her, is it not? You want a tsundere with a gun, right? So yeah. I don't know, maybe she's in the room right now. What in the room now. I keep adding words for some reason. Makiatto steps away from the door, allowing the commander to see Mechty on the bed, sound asleep through it all. Wonderful. I'm in Andoris just now. She just asked me to. You saw Andoris? Yeah, I saw her on the way here. She asked me to escort Mechty back to the safe zone. She was supposed to be the ref, right? She's not supposed to tell her those things. I shouldn't be rebelling participants' movement to another right. Doing this makes me a bad referee. That's not really a big deal, I think. You're pretty good at everything. Really? I'll make sure to keep up with the good work then. Some unexpected issues occurred in the tournament grounds, so the others are encountering the same troubles you faced as well. I was worried that you would get anxious waiting, so I hurried over as soon as I could. I'll be heading to various locations to check if anyone else got locked up. You're leaving already? Blushing. Yeah, some Mechty believes me to be a good referee. I'll have to put more effort in carrying out my responsibilities. I don't know, I picked the female option. Oh, I had to pick the male option? Wait, so yeah. You had a choice between male and female, so... I'm assuming you picked male or female. Plus, don't you want to resume fighting in the tournament? Indeed, I'll definitely get you to witness me becoming the champion. Once I do, I want you to... Kimura walks towards Mechty, who's laying on the bed, conditionally missing out on Mechty's whispers. Maybe you can sleep here. Yeah, she's holding in her hand the stickers. And takes the stickers out. Mechty has clutched in her hand and hands them over to Mechty with a smile. There's Mechty sitting in the stickers. She collects these are first current to the role. Oh, you forgot about that. Yeah. I know, I normally pick the female option. So... for reasons. Honestly, for some reason the male design's really good, but I've never seen a male design that I really would like. Like if adventuring from was it Star Rail? Was like the main character and they have a generic female character, I might pick Aventurine. But other than that, I'm not sure. There's not a lot of male characters that pique my interest. So. Got it. I'm looking forward to what you can do. Me too. Looking forward to all you want. Then I'm going. Grabs the cigarette from Commander's hands and then leaves the room selling. She dashes out of the guest room area and then leaves near the pool. What the heck is wrong with me? Not only was I unable to speak from my heart, I also acted so weirdly in front of her. I prepared all kind of lines, but I wasn't able to use any of them. Her neutral kind of still playing back the scene from before when her visual mode happens to capture immediately in her surroundings. The time is now close to noon, and the reflection of the pool shines ever more brightly. A few monkeys are searching for enemies a short distance away, scared of dye can be seen on the ground near them. The dye is not completely dried yet. The battle must have occurred within the past 30 minutes. Since this is the entrance to the guest room, it must be Andoris. Makiatto fantasizes about her next encounter with the camera as she walks towards the dye marks. These dye marks seems to be making a trail. Could these be showing Andoris' movements? Wait until you see love in deep space. What is that supposed to mean? Speaking of which, I haven't had a good talk with her ever since I've arrived for the MMO. How did I ever communicate with her back in the day? Maybe we should start off by discussing our past. No, back then, perhaps another topic. I should think of something more light-hearted. She follows the trail of dyes marks kings until they stop. She stands still, thinking hard. But if I think about it, I'm not good at discussing these frivolous things. Maybe I should consult somebody once I'm back. The sound of gunshots ring out behind her back. Bullets shine with a cold metal sheen under the blazing sun, making a beeline for Mechty. Reacts in the shock by diving forward quickly. She's more or less than managed to evade this particular shot. You have my admiration for dodging my attack in such a situation, Miss Mechty. Her head adjusts her process to see where the voice is coming from. Andrea stands up from behind the wrist-high brushes. Or could it be that I didn't choose the right firing or timing line, Miss Mechty, a good margin for evasion? For example, would I have been able to hit my head if I had pressed my gun muzzle a little more? No. It's a great experience to have all to bear in the future. Maya is about to return fire, but she knows the loungers and parasols there will have been piled up to form mobile instances of car, and is near one of them. These instances of car and wire-wise of poles nearby the grenade divide the space where the two adults stand. Even the battleground has been prepared behind. Huh? Good, I'll continue to where I left off then. That would be great, Miss Mechty. You're excellent marksman that I wish I could learn much from. Also, the leader Kukla often remind us an eye for an eye benefits the 404 more than just hiding. We should always be angry if all I did was hide and evade. Let's begin. This is what I learned. This is what you learn in 404 to put up makeshift cover from surrounding material. Suits me just fine. I'll just set it dead from now, once and for all. So what's with this close up? And I was looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to testing myself against you and Val without holding back, Miss Makiatto. I forgot to switch one of them out. Cool. Wow. I know. So they're a resort that has multiple buildings, and they're fighting near the pool area right now. Earlier, they were in the guest building. Well, Sabrina and I forgot her. Mechty were in the storage area, while the last one was chilling out in the surveillance room. So yeah, the commander and Springfield were chilling out in the restaurant area. There's an hour left before the end of the tournament. It's no use. Yeah, Peri. Yeah. But they're right now walking to the park near the pool area, I think. Going to the surveillance room. I should still put in the effort. Do you want to win that much? That's what I should ask you now. If I feel like your desire to win this tournament was stronger than mine's Montreal. This time passes above my gains a deep understanding how Andoris is planning to use each item set up in the area. Stop hiding, I have no more uses. I have more or less understood your setup. It's only a matter of time before I score a hit on you. I know. So why are you still hiding? Utilizing the data on the enemy to set up all kinds of contingency plans in order to reduce combat data processing load. It's reducing my risk of crashing. This is something important that I've learned from 404. I was able to observe your combat style while finding me and Mechty and Mímisbrunnr. I came up with these little plans a little too late, but now is the time for me to put them into action. I won't miss such a good chance. Theory and reality can be quite different. Actually, inevitably, nimbly dodges the pool cleaner and starts rushing at her, then forces Andoris to the side of the pool. The walls near the two dolls have a number of inactive decorative lights hanging on them. It seems that Mr. Anna's reaction speed and movements are higher than I estimate. I'll have to update my data on you. I praise you as well then. While you did prepare the battle prior to the combat, you were able to fight me for this long without crashing once. Not bad. Still, I still be the winner between the two of us. Mímisbrunnr, what do you think I should work on? Your marksman's accuracy and how you prioritize plans. I see that you have made a breadth of plans, but there's no time for you to slowly pick and choose amongst all of them and miss a battle. Alright, Tran, have a good one until we meet again. Wait a minute. And it sinks into a brief period of contemplation as if struck by something she had said. Andoris blinks. Yeah, you're quite right, Miss Makiatto. The darker light turns on and flash with high frequency and Andoris ends her sentence. Mara is not prepared and she takes a step back, but Andoris' fingertips already made contact with the trigger. You. She gets eliminated, isn't she? There's no time for Mara to dodge this attack. She managed to utilize her calculated, limited combat experience to react with the best possible decision in the situation. Bang. Two dolls' gunshots overlap with each other, their bullets hitting each other almost at the exact same time. Ah, dear. It seems that I have yet to master the art of timing, and I have underestimated Mímisbrunnr has prowess on top of that. No, you were right this time. You caught me off guard while a rare expression of glimpses in Makiatto's face. How did you know that I would come out from the 60s as soon as I was able to? You even set up everything while waiting for me. I made a guess. Is it quite reflex? Is it rehearsed? Is it a rehearsed answer? If I never came out. Wait, that woman told me just now. You asked her to escort Mechty back to the safe zone. Could it be? Lear was right about Mímisbrunnr. You are quite a difficult opponent. That idiot, Zuma. Why doesn't she have any sense of caution at all? I'm going to the savings zone now. I'm going to solve things with her. And her storms off in the prairie. We widen strides all the way. I kind of get what Mechty meant. Miss Mara is quite similar to Leah Kukla. They will always find it hard to maintain their cool when it comes to the commander. Mechty should be in the city soon after commander is there. So I should go and meet up with her. The two dolls head to the safe zone, one lagging behind the other. Mechty and Sabrina are crouched in the bushes, carefully working their way towards the surveillance room. Just as they are about to turn towards the fork, Sabrina suddenly spots a figure in the distance. Look. Here, look. Why is Springfield here? Peri looks back and sees Springfield walking away from the kitchen in a hurry towards them. Is she coming from the kitchen? Could it be that Springfield is here to check on these changed devices? Doesn't she give the impression that the issue is already resolved? Peri checks their surroundings and there's no other participants around. She gives Sabrina a few pats. Alright, let's go. We're going to ask for Springfield. The two dolls quickly swap cover to the bushes near Springfield as soon as Buffy's nearby, walking around. Peri sticks her head out and waves to Springfield. Field. Here, look over here. Oh? Springfield walks over to Peri after noticing her. Are you here to deal with the malfunctions? Hi, that's correct. Thanks to you for reporting it. The commander and our nerds have been fixed as present, so they can be easily used as combat zones again. That's great. I was able to leave things to Springfield and commander, so we can finally breathe a sigh of relief. Speaking of which, were there any person who got trapped in the kitchen? Like, what happened to us? Oh, Peri, we forgot that I'm one of the referees. Peri gives Springfield a sheepish smile, deciding not to continue with the topic. Springfield looks around before she gives a light nod to Springfield and Mary. I have to go check the other areas, so let's talk later. Good luck and do your best. I'm looking forward to seeing you too. My internet can... I clicked the wrong thing. I should buy a router like my own. Well, if I have anything else that takes up my internet. Waiting for my internet. I know, that crashes everything. Let me turn on the air conditioning higher and lower. Whoa. Why, internet, you do this to me? I think my YouTube is more, or not YouTube. Twitch is more stable for some reason. But my YouTube is not. This is a pain. This is no data. I don't know why it's doing this. There shouldn't be an issue. Wait, what? Let me... Microsoft. No. Not really sure. Oh, I think Twitch is behind though.